Hello guys, in today's video, we're gonna check out the best Canon RF lens in this year. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I've tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability, and many more. To find out more information about these Canon RF lens, you can check out the description below. If you want to get a best quality Canon RF lens according to your needs, then watch the video till the end and then decide to buy. At the first position of our list, we have Canon RF 24-70 f/2.8 IS USM. Canon's most important RF mount Trinity lens is here to proselytize the benefits of the EOS system, and it will have most users singing hallelujah all the way to the nearest camera store. It's snappy, it's sharp, it's stabilized, and it even suppresses focus breathing, but it's a little rough around the edges, literally, and at this price point, that's enough to stop it short of greatness. Depending on your usage, the issue of middling edge sharpness may not be a factor. Portrait photographers will likely have no problem with unrefined corners, but those intending to put this to general purpose use for things like landscapes may be a little less forgiving. That's really more a reflection of the price than the performance, though, in all other respects, this is a lens that anyone, on any system, would be proud to have in their kit bag. It feels snappier and more responsive than its EF predecessor, and the addition of image stabilization is a real game changer for non-stabilized EOS bodies. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Canon RF 1535 f/2.8 IS USM. If you're after a native RF lens that is wider than a standard 24-70, your only option is the Canon RF 1535 f/2.8. It's perfect for landscape, architectural, and travel photography as well as close-up sporting action thanks to its super-fast Nano USM autofocus system. You can really exaggerate the perspective between background and foreground areas when shooting at the wide end of the zoom range, though it's worth noting corner sharpness does drop off a bit. The f/2.8 aperture, which remains constant throughout the zoom range, combines with a 5-stop image stabilizer to enable great handheld performance under low lighting conditions. Unlike with some ultra-wide-angle lenses, another bonus is that the HUD is removable, so filters can be easily fitted via the 80-toom attachment ring. The number 3 position is held by Canon RF 24-105 f/4 IS USM. Not only an ideal kit lens to buy with an R-series camera body, this is an excellent optic in its own right. Typical RF attractions include a customizable control ring, in addition to the zoom and focus rings, which can be declicked for step-less control. That's preferable when shooting video, but you'll have to send the lens away to a service center to have the work carried out. L-series attractions include comprehensive weather seals and upmarket build quality. The Nano USM autofocus system is super fast for stills, while also delivering smooth, near-silent focus transitions for movie capture. Typical of RF mount IS lenses, the stabilizer has 5-stop effectiveness. Physically, it's slightly smaller and lighter than the equivalent EF 24-105 L-series lens for SLRs, but still feels a bit chunky, especially when mounted on an EOS body. Money no object, Canon's fully pro-spec RF 24-70 f/2.8 IS USM and RF 28-70 f/2 LUSM are the most exotic options, but this f/4 lens is the sensible buy. Next at number 4 we have Canon RF 24-105 f/4 7.1 IS STM, especially well suited to the EOS RP. Canon's latest RF 24-105 takes downsizing to the extreme and makes a perfect travel companion. It's little more than half the weight of its sibling RF 24-105 f/4 L-series lens and much more compact. Unlike some compact standard zooms, it achieves its diminutive size without having a retractable design, so it's always ready for duty. Handling is refined, although, to help keep the size to a minimum, there aren't separate control and focus rings, rather one ring with a switch for swapping the function. A novel extra is the center focus macro facility, which enables focusing down to a distance of just 30 at the center of the image frame with 0.5x magnification. The number 5 position is held by Canon RF 24-240 f/4 6.3 IS USM. This small and lightweight super zoom is perfect for capturing things right up close or really far away thanks to its massive zoom range. For anyone who likes to shoot with minimal kit, this lens is incredibly versatile and could be used to shoot portraits, landscapes, interiors, architecture, or even wildlife. It benefits from the same build quality and features as the other RF lenses, including fast and accurate autofocus and 4 stops of lens stabilization. Like with all super zoom lenses, there's some compromise on image quality, but the 24-200 Fortum still delivers impressive images with little aberrations thanks to in-camera corrections. For anyone who doesn't want the fuss of carrying multiple lenses or changing them frequently, this lens is perfect, and it weighs just 750, so it won't weigh you down too much. The number 6 position is dominated by Canon RF 7200 f/2.8 IS USM. Canon's RF lenses are often criticized for feeling big and heavy on mirrorless bodies, but this one remains reasonably slim and svelte. Compared with the latest EF 7200 f/2.8 IS lens for SLRs, it's significantly smaller and only about 2/3 of the weight. Unlike the EF lens, the RF edition is an extending inner barrel rather than a fixed physical length. Autofocus is amazingly rapid, based on dual nano USM actuators, and it beats the EF lens for stabilization with 5-stop rather than 3.5-stop effectiveness. 3 switchable modes are on-off or static and panning shots, plus a third option which applies stabilization only during exposures. This makes it easier to track erratically moving objects in the viewfinder, or via the camera's rear screen. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Canon RF 7200 f/4 LIS USM. Canon's RF 7200 f/4 LIS USM is easily the shortest and lightest 7200 f/4 in the world. Side by side, it's only slightly larger than a soda can when the lens is fully collapsed, while it's shorter and lighter than the f/2.8 variant above. It doesn't compromise on performance though, delivering an impressive 7.5 stops of stabilization on an EOS R6 or R5 at least, making it incredibly versatile for a range of shooting situations. Optically and center sharpness is fantastic as well, even at 200, though corner sharpness can be a little disappointing. Somewhat frustratingly though, the lens is not compatible with teleconverters, while it's very pricey compared to the EF version, which admittedly isn't quite as advanced. Though issues aside, this is a cracking lens for R-series shooters. The number 8 position is held by Canon RF 100-500 f/4.57.1 LIS USM. The Canon RF 100-500 is a superb addition to the rapidly expanding range of RF mount lenses for Canon's EOS R-series cameras. It combines Canon's legendary L-series build quality with premium optical performance that's up there with the very best Canon zoom lenses we've tested. There is, however, a catch. To really get the most from the autofocus system, especially for accurate action shots, you'll need to pair it with the amazing AF and IBIS on the R5 or R6. Shoot with this lens on the older EOS R or RP and you can expect AF to be noticeably more sluggish, which is somewhat disappointing when you've just dropped big money on a lens like this. Next at number 9, we have Canon RF 50 f/1.8 STM. The Canon RF 50 f/1.8 STM is everything you want a nifty 50 to be. It's cheap, compact, and capable, delivering great image quality on par in some areas with the RF 50 f/1.2L, which cost over 10 times as much. In a truly pocket-sized lens, the smallest optic for the EOS R system, it's a fantastic everyday lens that pairs well with any RF body, and is particularly perfect with the Canon EOS RP if you want a sleek, street-friendly setup. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Canon RF 35mm f/1.8 IS Macro STM. If you're only going to buy one own brand prime lens for your Canon R series camera, this is the one to go for. It's wonderfully compact and lightweight, as well as only costing about a fifth of the price of Canon's bulky f/1.2 lenses. Indeed, the relatively small and inexpensive build enabled by the more modest aperture rating makes you wonder why Canon hasn't made more f/1.8 RF primes yet. The 35mm focal length is perfect for street photography and gives an entirely natural viewing perspective that works well for landscape and architectural photography, as well as for environmental portraits where you want to include a person's surroundings. The versatility doesn't end there, as the lens has a short 0.17 in minimum focus distance that enables 0.5x macro shooting, complete with a hybrid 5-stop stabilizer that corrects for XY shift in addition to the more usual angular vibrations. That's all for today. We upload camera and camera accessories review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.